Hello. Have you ever wondered why habits that once felt natural start to feel strange after turning 60? It's like your body is sending you signals, but you can't quite understand what they mean. One of the most natural habits in daily life for men, especially masturbation, may have changed without you even realizing it. These seemingly harmless habits could silently affect your cardiovascular health, prostate, and even your ability to experience deep pleasure. I'm Dr. James, with over 30 years of experience helping men regain vitality without any shame. In this video, I'll share with you 7 common masturbation mistakes. Men over 60 often make habits that are slowly draining your energy, abilities, and long-term health. These mistakes might surprise you because they aren't obvious and are often hidden behind what seem like harmless habits. But listen to me. If you feel like your energy, confidence, or intimacy has decreased, this video might just be the wake-up call you never expected. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the important insights coming your way. I've heard this story countless times from men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s. They come to see me with heavy hearts, not because of a major illness, but because of a vague, indescribable feeling. Doctor, I feel like I can't feel anything anymore. The sense of intimacy and touch I once had is no longer there. The question I always ask them is, how long has it been since you last watched pornography? Sometimes they lower their eyes, not out of guilt, but because they never thought that this could be the reason behind the changes in their body. But in reality, this is something we need to face. After 60, our dopamine system starts to decline. It's no longer as sharp as it once was. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that helps us experience pleasure and satisfaction. But when we constantly receive intense stimuli from pornography, extreme images saturated with emotions, our brain slowly loses the ability to appreciate the softer, more profound moments in real life. We think this is just a habit, but no, it silently diminishes our ability to truly feel during intimate moments with our partner. The issue here is that excessive exposure to intense stimuli from pornography makes our brain addicted to this kind of sensation. It's like eating fast food constantly without realizing your body is lacking essential nutrients. The brain no longer feels satisfied with gentle gestures or normal touch in life. And one day, you realize that intimacy with your spouse no longer brings the same feeling as before. It's not because of aging, but because the body has become accustomed to overwhelming emotions and can no longer respond naturally. In fact, I've seen many men, especially older ones, feel confused when they realize this. They start to wonder, is this a sign of aging? But no, it's not. It's just a habit that has formed and gradually altered how our brain reacts to satisfaction. Watching pornography too much makes the pleasure centers in the brain fall asleep. The nerve pathways that once led to satisfaction from gentle touch, a loving look, or a kiss are now silent. The important thing here is that we need to realize this change can be reversed. To restore our ability to truly feel, we need to reduce our dependence on these excessive stimuli. Even a short period of time is enough for the body and brain to adjust. It doesn't require complex or difficult methods, just a conscious effort to change habits, restoring natural, gentle routines, and allowing the brain and body to recover the sensations we've forgotten. You might be thinking, but I've gotten used to it. Can I really change? The answer is yes, you can. What's important is that you're patient and start with simple steps. Don't feel ashamed to recognize this dependence, because many others are in the same situation. What matters is understanding that this is a gradual change, not something impossible to fix. If you feel you've lost your ability to feel, a slight change in your daily habits can help you regain your body's true sensations. I remember a story about a 70-year-old man, still healthy and active, but something in his life was gradually changing. When he came to see me, he said, "Doctor, I don't understand why I feel back pain and discomfort every time I go to the bathroom, especially when sitting for long periods. At first, I thought it might be a sign of another health issue, but when I asked more questions, I realized a habit he had been keeping every day, masturbating while sitting on the toilet. It seemed like an innocent habit, but it was actually a hidden issue. Masturbating while sitting on the toilet, though convenient, actually has many negative effects on health, especially for older men. When you sit in this position, your body has to endure significant pressure on the pelvic area and its organs. You may not notice it immediately, but over time, this affects blood circulation in the area. Blood flow is no longer guaranteed, leading to issues like prostate and bladder problems, even urinary disorders or incontinence. Older men often don't realize that this habit is affecting their health. Although sitting on the toilet might seem comfortable, it forces you into a compressed posture that prevents your organs from relaxing properly. Sitting too long in a fixed position leads to poor blood circulation, affecting not only sexual health but also the overall urinary system. Sometimes, symptoms like frequent urination, painful urination, or a sensation of fullness in the lower abdomen could indicate that you've been sitting too long in an unnatural position. This is something I often explain to my patients. One simple piece of advice I give is to change the environment and posture when masturbating. You don't need to do anything complicated or expensive. Try changing your posture. Don't sit too long in the bathroom, and consider trying other positions like standing or reclining. Your body will feel the difference. This simple change can improve blood circulation and reduce prostate health issues as well as urinary problems many older men face. In fact, many people have come to me with health issues related to prolonged sitting on the toilet, but after I advised them to change this habit, most of them saw significant improvements. One man came to me with problems of incomplete urination and lower abdominal pain. After following my advice and changing his masturbation posture, he returned with a happy face and shared that his symptoms had improved greatly. It was a simple change but led to amazing results. This story is proof that sometimes small daily habits can have a big impact on our health. Especially as we age, paying attention to these small details can help you maintain a healthy life, both physically and mentally. So, if you're experiencing issues like frequent urination, incomplete urination, or back pain when sitting on the toilet, don't hesitate to change your habits. Sometimes, just one small change can make a huge difference. Sometimes in life, we rush to do everything, forgetting one important thing. True fulfillment in every experience requires time and focus. This is especially true for private moments, those times when we reconnect with our bodies and minds to relax and enjoy satisfaction. For many older men, rushing through masturbation has inadvertently become a serious factor affecting their health and happiness. I remember a story about one of my patients. He was a man over 60, still keeping the daily masturbation habit, but didn't understand why he felt tired and even empty after each time. He told me that masturbation wasn't a moment of enjoyment for him, but just something he had to do quickly. He didn't take the time to feel, to listen to his body. And as a result, instead of feeling relaxed and satisfied, he felt exhausted and disconnected from himself. As a specialist, I understand that rushing through such moments not only reduces the quality of the experience, but also negatively impacts mental and physical health. When we rush, the body is overstimulated without the time to respond naturally. Instead of activating happiness hormones, we increase stress and create a closed loop. This rushing leads the body to no longer feel those true, intimate moments. This not only affects sexual health, but also reduces satisfaction and diminishes the feeling of love in relationships. So how do we change this rushing habit? The answer is simple. Slow down and savor each moment. When you start feeling stressed, don't rush to find relief. Take the time to feel your body, listen to each movement, each breath. Relaxation not only helps you feel clearer about satisfaction, but also reconnects you with yourself, regaining confidence in sexual life and mental health. For many, Changing this habit may be difficult, especially after years of being used to quickness and impatience. However, it's a change worth making. It brings you back to a natural state of the body, allowing you to not only feel satisfaction but also rejuvenate energy and vitality. The feeling when you slow down, take deep breaths, and let your body naturally respond is something many older men have forgotten. A friend of mine, a 72-year-old man, changed his habit after I advised him to try this. At first, he felt strange because he had been used to quick masturbation, but after just a few weeks, he noticed a clear difference. He not only felt more relaxed after each time, but he also felt closer to his partner. The feeling of reconnecting, not just physically but mentally, was something he never expected. Don't let life's rush take away precious moments. Remember that every fulfilling moment needs time, patience, and focus. You don't need to rush through everything to finish. Take the time to feel, to reconnect with your body and soul. Try slowing down during these moments, and you'll notice a big difference. Throughout my career, I've met many older men, and one thing I've noticed clearly is that they often forget about a very important part of their body: the pelvic floor muscles. These muscles are essential in supporting and maintaining the function of the organs in the pelvic area, like the bladder, prostate, and genital organs. But most men, especially as they age, don't pay attention to this. You may not realize it, but your pelvic floor muscles are the foundation of your sexual and urinary health, and when they weaken, you'll feel many changes in your body. I remember a patient of mine, a man in his 60s, still very healthy and living a healthy lifestyle. But something in his sexual life had changed. He said to me, "Doctor, I feel like I can't maintain an erection as I used to, and the pleasure doesn't feel as intense anymore." When I asked about his daily habits, he admitted that he hadn't been paying attention to pelvic floor exercises and didn't really know how important these muscles were. The pelvic floor muscles are located at the base of the pelvis, and their role is to support the organs in that area. When we're younger, these muscles work well thanks to regular physical activity and natural physiology. However, as we age, they can weaken, especially when we don't move much or pay attention to them. This is especially noticeable in older men. As a result, not only is it difficult to maintain an erection, but there can also be urinary issues like incontinence or difficulty controlling the bladder. You might be thinking, so what can I do to restore the strength of these muscles? The answer is simple: start pelvic floor exercises. These are easy exercises that you can do at home without any special equipment or tools. The simplest pelvic floor exercise is Kegel exercises, where you tighten and release the pelvic floor muscles. Like when trying to stop the flow of urine, just perform this movement a few times a day, and you'll notice a significant difference in a short period. One reason men often neglect pelvic floor exercises is because they don't understand its importance. Sometimes, people think that sexual and urinary problems are inevitable with aging, and they accept living with them. But the truth is, if you pay attention to your pelvic floor, you can prevent or improve many of these issues. Pelvic floor exercises not only help maintain physiological function but also boost confidence and quality of life. Another patient of mine, a 65-year-old man, also experienced similar issues. He didn't understand why he was having difficulty maintaining an erection, even though he was still healthy and active. After I explained the importance of the pelvic floor muscles, he decided to try exercising. After a few weeks, he returned and said, "Doctor, I can't believe it. My condition has improved a lot. I feel healthier and more confident now." This wasn't a miracle, but the result of paying attention to a part of the body he hadn't thought about before. We always think of healthcare in visible terms, like exercising or eating healthy. But sometimes, things that seem small and invisible, like pelvic floor exercises, can make a huge difference in our health and lives. So don't let your body be neglected. Start taking care of your pelvic floor today, and you'll notice a significant difference. Health isn't just about what you can see. It's about the small things, the parts of your body you've never paid attention to. As we age, nothing comes easily, especially as our bodies change, and the habits we once thought were natural become different. But the important thing is, not every change is something we can't change. We can still improve our quality of life, regain satisfaction and health if we understand our bodies and, most importantly, know how to take care of ourselves properly. I know aging can sometimes make us feel like we've lost some strength, confidence, or even joy in private moments. But you must understand that these changes aren't an inevitable part of aging. Small mistakes, unhealthy habits can silently steal your health without you realizing it. What we need is awareness, a slight change in daily habits, and valuing our body and mind. Perhaps in this video today, you've realized that what you're experiencing isn't because of age. It may be due to unhealthy habits that have formed throughout life, or sometimes just a lack of awareness about seemingly small things that are actually very important. The changes you feel aren't something you have to endure without doing anything. You can improve it. You can get back what's been lost, and I believe you deserve that. Start with simple changes that can bring great results. Take some time to care for your body. Don't let it be forgotten. Change your habits. Learn and practice the advice I've shared in this video. These changes will help you feel better, healthier, and most importantly, you'll feel the confidence and satisfaction return to your life. Surely there have been times when you felt like it was time to accept the change and nothing could be done. But don't forget, change is never too late. Start now with small actions every day, and you'll see your health change step by step. Don't let old habits pull you back. Let yourself be free, strong, and happy in this new phase of life. So, if you found today's video helpful, if you want to continue your health journey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss upcoming videos. I will continue sharing important information, helpful advice to help you improve your health and maintain a happy, healthy life in your golden years. If you feel that today's story touched you, I would love to hear your feedback. Please, leave a comment below the video to share your thoughts. Maybe you've made changes in your life, or you want to share your own story so that others can learn. I would love to hear your feelings and experiences so that we can create a loving and sharing community for senior healthcare. Wishing you a healthy, fulfilling, and happy life. Remember, every change, even small, can lead to amazing results. Take strong steps and never stop taking care of yourself. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. See you in the next videos.